Welcome everyone. Let's try to review Google Drive in about 5 minutes. You can see that I'm logged into Google Drive, and if I want to create a file, I'm going to select the new button in the upper left-hand corner, and from there I'm going to choose the type of resource that I would like to create. I'm going to create a document for example purposes. You could create a slide or a sheet as well. So I am going to just double click here to rename this. I'm going to call this file example, and then I'm going to click out of that area. Notice right here it says saving, and once it is saved, it will say save to drive, and I can close this knowing that it is saved to drive. How do I locate that file? It's going to be in the My Drive area right here, and there's the example file. It's located within your drive. You also can access that under recent. So if you've accessed the file recently, you can select recent, and you can see there it is the most recent file that I've accessed, and it shows up under my recent. Navigating back to My Drive, you will probably want to create folders. As you create documents, you'll want to put them into folders, and that way it will help keep your drive organized. You can select New, and you can select Folder right here. So I'm going to call this Example Folder. And once you've done that, you can select Create right here, and the folder will be created. Mine are set up alphabetically because I have chosen that right here by name. You also have other options. If you look, you can choose by uh, criteria such as last modified or last opened, but I'm going to stick with the alphabetical order because I like that. And so from here, if I right click on this folder, I have the ability to add color to this. I can change the color right here. So I can make this a bright red so it stands out. Now, how are you going to get files into that folder? So let's say I want to get the example file into the example folder. Two options. One, I can left click and hold down, assuming I'm on a desktop or a laptop computer, and I can then drop in the example folder. I'm going to get this notification. Do I wish to move? Yes, I do. I select move. This comes up right here, this pop-up. I can undo that option, so I'm going to undo that. Notice the example folder comes back. Here's option number 2. I can right-click on that, and I can select move to. And from there, I'm going to see a list of all of my folders. I'm going to locate the example folder. There it is. And I am going to select move. And then I'm going to select move again. And that file will be moved into the example folder. You may have files that you want to upload. So let's say that you have a Word document. Notice Word documents can be used within Google Drive. Right here, there's an example. Let's say that I have one that I want to upload. So I'm going to say new, and then I'm going to say file upload. And I can choose a file. So if I have something on my in my downloads area that I want to upload, I can do that. So just upload job description right here, and that file will begin uploading. I know it's done when I get the little green check mark right there. Clicking the folder will also show me where that file is located. However, by default, it's going to come into my basic drive unless I've specified something different. So there's job description. There's what I just uploaded. This would not be one that would probably convert very well. So I'm going to open this one right here. Let's say you want to convert that Word file to Google Doc. How do you do that? So I'm going to open my Covey planning sheet right here. And from there, I am going to select File, and I'm going to select Save as a Google Doc, Save as a Google Doc. And that will create a duplicate copy that will save as a Google Doc, and I will no longer see this extension right up here. So I will not be notified that it is a Microsoft Office document because I will then be working with a Google Doc. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And notice that I will now have 2 copies of this in my drive, so I have to be very careful about which one I am utilizing. I will have my Google version, and I will have my Microsoft version. Notice the Microsoft version can be edited and can be used like any other document. Just be aware that sometimes they won't convert depending on the graphics that are in the document itself. Once you have uploaded a Word file, you may want to expand to other type of files. So here's the phone guide. Let's say that I have the phone guide. I can also upload a PDF, and I can use that in essentially the same way. On a Google Doc, how do you share this Google Doc? So you can click the share button if you want to share specifically with one person. If I wanted to share with someone, so let's say I wanted to share with Dr. French, I could just type in her name, and I could then send her a notification here and hit send. I won't actually send this to her, and then I'm going to cancel to get out of that. The other option is to share by link. So I can select right here, notice it says get link. Who can view this? Anyone at Greencastle with a link can view it. I can change that so it can say it's restricted so that no one other than the people that I add or anyone with the link. And I can also make individuals viewers, commenters, or editors. So let's just say that I want anybody in the world to be able to view this. I can select anyone with a link. Now they can view it. They can't modify it. I select copy link, and I could paste that in an email. I could paste it in Canvas. I could complete any number of operations that I want with that link. So the link is copied right here, and you can paste that in an email or wherever you would like so that you can share that document. You also have the ability to share non Google Drive files. So the Word file that I showed you earlier, the PDF, let's take a look at the PDF. So if I double click on the PDF, it looks a little bit different, but I have these three dots in the upper right hand corner, and I can select right here, share, and I also can organize this by moving it. So I can select share, and from there, I can do the exact same thing. I can type in the names of people, or I can copy the link. I also can download that file by selecting right here. So it does not have to be a Google file in order for you to complete the operation of sharing it with someone else. That's a very quick review of how to use Google Drive and an overview of Google Drive. If you have any questions about this, please let me know.